Good girl, good girl, good girl, good girl, good girl. A lot of times it's not even shooting the content that's so hard, it's the scheduling of. So what I typically do is every day, wake up, go take my pre-workout, and then I'll come to my desk and set a timer for 20 minutes. I've even made a video about this. Set a timer 20 minutes and like actually do productive work. It's crazy how effective it is. So I know like a lot of people will have to drive to the gym. I would say use it to improve you. Don't waste it. So don't waste it scrolling. Don't waste it kind of mindless. Don't waste it daydreaming. Those things aren't really productive. Now, if we're like dream seeking, right, with our mind, and then those are productive meditation sessions, if you will, where we're very proactive and like almost talking it out. Now that can be amazing, but you're just driving kind of mindlessly because you've done the trip to the gym a million times. Like you just worked you just had your long work day, or you have work coming up. I mean, it can be so easy to like scuff your gym sessions and you're still consistent, but like it's almost a waste of your time. It's not, but it's really, really close. And actually, in some cases, it could be. Like, if you've been lifting a decent amount of time and you're just going through the motions, you're really not going to change, like, your physique at all. And is it healthy? Yeah, but again, it's like, it's really watering down how effective it could be. And if you're going to spend the time, like, get the most out of it. So anyway, take my pre. I am fortunate my gym is here, so I don't have to drive to it. But I take my pre, come back, set a 20-minute timer, and I use the 20-minute timer like throughout my day. Like those are the work blocks that I typically use. Even if the task I'm doing is going to take me like an hour, I'll still do 20 minutes just so it keeps me like clipping at that rate, right? Like it keeps me super duper on track. Boom. Okay, that was 20 minutes. Like almost like football in the quarters, like 15-minute quarters, and not just one long 60-minute game. Like so, I try and work in quarters. I try and work in innings or whatever sport you want to pick or whatever time constraints that we can put on things actually help us for when we have a big deadline, for when we have something coming up where there are real life time constraints with my work, especially my creative work. I love putting a time on it. Even in the gym, I've started like, okay, this is how long the workout is, so do with that what you will. If you want to waste it, like that's your life. And the time actually creates a bit of pressure that works for me. And anytime we can create pressure in a safe setting where the stakes aren't high, but we can manufacture that stress, if you will, then we can lessen the effects of the stress on the work. So when something actually does come that the stakes are real and higher, we've already practiced it a million times. So love the 20-minute timer. Like I said, I like to do creative work. Whether I'm, today I had to build another little tool, a monopod. And then quickly, I only have like 2 minutes left, so I'm going to edit today's post on my phone. It's all edited. I just want to type out a caption and then mentally think like, okay, when am I going to post that today? And that's typically what I like to do in these little sprints. Well, really, whatever needs to be done is it's crazy how effective you can be in 20 minutes with a timer, and especially after you've taken pre-workout. So I'm going to finish that up now. So obviously tripods are important way to stabilize your camera. I used to run all of these, which was great. The footprint is just big, so like how much space they actually take up. So sometimes it's not the most convenient thing to take around, and they're pretty obvious. Just as far as from an aesthetic point, like clearly it's a big tripod. So if you're trying to minimize or minimize your footprint, then I was like, oh, I want a monopod because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 monopods in my room for my stream. That's insane. And they all used to be on tripods. But 6 tripods makes 18 legs, and that's just too many. So I switched to this monopod, which is really super light, and love the monopod, but this one in particular, I mean, it's just not heavy duty at all, and would just give me issues as far as like the how much wah wah would get, and no matter how tight I would try and get it down, it's still, I mean, it's just, yeah, it doesn't like the cameras. It's okay with lights, it's because I'm not moving them, but if I have a camera, then yeah, I don't love it. So I just got this one, which, I mean, like, if we're talking beef, look at the, like, this part of the tripod. That is crazy versus this. Like, so wimpy, so strong. So, this is the new one. Flip lock. Super, I mean, this is a beast. Like, this is awesome. So, just got this, put my quick release plates on, which I do on everything. And another thing I love about this one is, say you wanted to go from monopod to like small tripod, like you can't. But with this, you can pull this collar down, and then you can pull this collar down at the base, set this side, and then all you have to do, mash that together, and literally now you're on a tabletop shot, on a low angle shot. I mean, whatever you need, you can get that low to the ground, and you're good to go. Want to put the monopod back on? No problem. Pull this down, pull this out. This goes in, and full size monopod. This thing's freaking awesome. iFootage Cobra 3 C180FP, which stands for carbon fiber, 180 centimeters tall, foot pedal. So it actually has a foot pedal down here where when you mash it, you can like tilt it, and then it will recenter itself perfectly straight over time. Anyways, yes, I love my gadgets, but they're not even gadgets. These are like tools that I shoot this stuff with. You know, these are the tools of the trade. But yeah, so tripod, and there's still use cases for tripod. Just for this type stuff, I prefer monopod. And then my light monopods, just because these are about half the price, about 1/5 of the price of this. I think these are like 60, not counting my quick release plate. And then this is like 300. So yeah, a little bit more expensive, but you get what you pay for. And when you're storytelling or trying to create something that you feel could change someone's life, it makes you look at how much you're investing to do so differently. So yeah, stoked. It's been easy for me to get lazy when I'm progressing the weight. Like I just wouldn't. Like say I was doing a plate, I would just do 4 sets of 12 with a plate instead of doing a plate for my first set and then adding a 10 or a quarter and like progressing to real working sets. So that's something that I've been trying to not be so lazy with. And it is a game changer. I mean, you got to give it a month or two when you make a change because it can take a while for your body to be like, oh, okay, well, I guess we're really doing this. But you have to progressively overload. Now, not to get too deep into it, but I have to. That can be done through shortening rest periods. That can be done through increasing just total volume. There's a ton of ways to do it, but in the most simplistic, old school way, you increase intensity through adding more weight. Progressively overloading is adding more weight over time. So important to do. And again, something that I have been notoriously bad about doing because, well, it doesn't matter the excuses that I could share. No excuses. Just got to get back into like when I'm done with a set, okay, where's more weights because I need them. And that's how you do it. Headed to a rodeo today. Industry Hills charity rodeo, actually. So here's the fit. You know what I'm saying? Thrifted, vintage shirt, super clean. Levi's jeans. I love Levi's jeans. I have them in like every color. These are Tacovas boots. I love Tacovas as well. They're affordable and super stylish. And I like that a lot of the Tacovas toes come in the round toe. Typically, if you just go to the store and buy a pair of boots, there's going to be a lot of square toe. But I think round is a nice, clean look. These are some ostrich boots. Of course, I always accessorize a bit. Watch and rings, ring and bracelet. And then just have a Cody James hat going on. Nothing too crazy today. Oh, also, this belt buckle is so freaking sick. It's actually from Ukraine, and I just think the details in it are beautiful. You won't believe how expensive this buckle was. So that's the fit today. Again, Industry Hills charity rodeo.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna have a
Yeah, it is. I'm like, I could sit in this.
We're gonna talk
Yeah. Try. Right. Oh, walk. Yeah, absolutely. Good boy, Ace. Good boy, Ace.
And if you really like him, then we can do walks out on him. But like I said, he just has a first round. He can't catch.
Yeah.
He's just not strong enough to it.
Yeah.
We have to get
Good boy.
We are doing it a little bit.
Gotcha.
I know for like particular reason though, it's probably
Okay.
doesn't really matter. Yeah, go away from me, Cookie. So
I'm gonna walk her. Try.
Slurpee, cancer. Good girl, good girl, good girl. Good girl, good girl.
Slurpee is going to teach you all of the little things of life.
Yeah.
Every little detail has to be in perfect line. So